Excuse me, sir, but how do you feel about the revelation that Bush and Cheney were sending CIA assassination squads overseas to murder terrorists?
Well, I'm a Democrat and Bush and Cheney are Republicans, so I think that's a terrible thing.
Okay, so I suppose that you feel the same way about President Obama's use of unmanned drone aircraft to assassinate terrorists in Afghanistan and Pakistan. In fact, you probably think that this is even worse, due to the fact that these drone attacks often murder or maim many innocent civilians. Further, it probably really pisses you off and makes you feel betrayed, considering the fact that Obama is a Democrat, right?
I had no idea that Obama was even doing that. Probably because the reporters on my team, Chris Matthews, Rachel Maddow, and Jon Stewart, aren't complaining about it every night, like they do when the shoe is on the other foot. Either way, I'm fine with it though. Republicans do evil things because they're evil. Democrats do evil things because they are forced to do them in order to protect us, or because they lack appropriate political majority to do otherwise.
But the Democrats have had the political majority to do otherwise since November of 2006, and yet the US is still occupying and killing people in Iraq, Afghanistan, and Pakistan.
Shut up. Obama's a Democrat. I like Democrats. Why do I have to make any more sense than that?
Well, for a start, how about because your approval of a political leader is what allows them to do the things that they do? In this case, many of those things include blowing people to shreds with laser-guided bombs when all they were trying to do was enjoy their cousin's freaking wedding.
You're obviously just a racist. You wouldn't be saying any of this about a white president.
Well, no. Actually, I'm not racist. Or a Democrat, or even a Republican. I'm simply a person who refuses to occupy the paradigm where we root for politicians and political parties with the no questions asked, brain-dead loyalty that used to only be associated with drunken, face-painting, tailgating, football fans. I prefer to see people as individuals and to examine each situation rigorously. Do you really think that a person in Pakistan, who just had his right arm sawed off by shrapnel from a United States bomb gives a flying goddamn fuck what color Barack Obama's skin is, or is the least bit interested in Nancy fucking Pelosi's horseshit reasons for blocking the Bush impeachment hearings?
Pelosi blocked impeachment hearings for Bush? Really? But that makes no sense if she really stands for what she claims to stand for.
I know. It's almost as if she has no problem with our elected officials using patently false intelligence reports in order to justify wars that have murdered over 1 million people since 2003. One would almost get the idea that Pelosi secretly agrees with the neocon agenda, and that it's just her job to play the role of the concerned Democrat who has morals, and to pretend that she disagrees with separating the heads of innocent civilians from their bodies for the benefit of Israel and the military-industrial complex.
That's insane. Pelosi is a Democrat. She's pro-choice, and when she's on Meet the Press, she always looks so kind and caring.
You mean she looks so kind and caring when she claims to be against all of the things that her actions clearly indicate that she actually supports?
She doesn't support these wars. She's a Democrat. I'm not interested in what her actions show, I'm only interested in the things that she says, and how good I feel about myself when she says them.
I see.
She is one of the leaders of my team. Team Democrat. Our team is moral. We represent minorities and the downtrodden. We even have a team color. We are the blue team. That makes it even easier for me to know who to root for, and that's how I know that you're lying about Pelosi, because she's on my team. She hates Bush, and thinks that him and his wars are evil. I have no explanation for why she's done absolutely nothing to stop them since November of 2006, or why she's doing nothing to hold any of them accountable for their war crimes, but I am certain that it's not because she secretly shares Bush's corporate agenda at the expense of the very people she claims to represent.
Right, but don't you think it's a better idea to judge people based on their actions instead of their rhetoric?
No. People's actions can be misinterpreted and misconstrued like you're obviously doing to my team leader Nancy Pelosi. I know that she is against the Bush agenda because she says that she is. After all, words speak louder than actions. This is especially true when those words reinforce my own ideology, which is so inextricably tied to my self-esteem.
Yes, I see. Look, I'm just suggesting that it might not be a bad idea to consider the possibility that the Democrats and Republicans could both more accurately be referred to as the corporatists, because aside from the stage-managed, bullshit window dressing, they all support the exact same corporate interests. Further, nothing in this country will ever change as long as we allow this two-party conservative liberal mindfuck paradigm to continue. Finally, you need to.
But I support Team Democrat. We are blue. Team Republican is red. Both teams have their own newspapers, magazines, movies, music stars, 24-hour news channels, and most importantly, cool factors. The fact of the matter is that we are way more educated and hip than Team Red. Do you really expect us to try to work with the unsophisticated Philistines from the other team? For the best interests of the entire country, or even for all of humanity?
I really do think it might help.
But I'm a Democrat. We need to fight against the red team.
Of course you do, mate. Of course you do.